Àsìkò ti tó láti gba ara wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn. Àsìkò ti tó ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò ti tó ọmọ Odùduwà. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò ti tó láti gba ara wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn. Ọmọ Odùduwà Republic yìí. Aṣọ wa sálàáfíà ìlú alẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀. Àfẹlẹ́sìmẹsìmọ̀. Àwọn ìjọba wa ara wọn nìkan ló jà fún. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ pé Republic yìí lárugẹ. Odùduwà Republic ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ pé lárugẹ. Ó lè sọ wá sọ́mọ. Láfíà àìkúrò lẹ́wọ̀n. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Odùduwà. Àfẹlẹ́sìmẹsìmọ̀. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba amúnisìn o. Emeritus Professor Banji Akintoye. Àwọn ọ̀lẹ́ Igbowo. Gani Adams. Tó ń bẹ lókè òkun. Adépọ̀jù. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. Èmi náà wọ̀ mí. Odùduwà Republic. Èmi náà wọ̀ mí. Wow, it's another beautiful Thursday, 27th of May, 2021. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé a tún kábọ̀ sí orí ètò. People do not know that when all the medias are talking, it's making a big impact on who's to do. A lot of people might not understand the power of what the media is. But I do pé fọ́lọ́run pé gbogbo wa pátápátá àti ṣiṣẹ́ débi tí àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́ wọ́n ti ń dá sí orí ètò náà. Let's go straight with the anthem. Mo rí gbogbo wa lọ́kùnrin lọ́bìnrin, mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ ni mo fi kí yín. Èmi ọmọ yín náà ni, èmi àbúrò yín, èmi ẹ̀gbọ́n yín, èmi kan yín náà ni, kò jù báyìí náà lọ. Ẹlòmíà máa ní ṣé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ṣó jù báyìí? No, it's the grace of the Lord. Nítorí pé gbogbo wa tí a bá mọ Ọlọ́run, whether you are from the traditional side, whether you are from the Christianity side or the Muslim side, that is the power that has kept us till date. And tó bá rò pé ìtàgbédání was not a spiritual fight, It was more of a spiritual fight than the physical side. And that is why you see all kind of people saying, "Ati ri oríṣiríṣi ìran," and they are right. Because in Tolon fin won òun ló ń sọ jáde. But let's play the anthem. Àgbọn kan tí kábíyèsí wa sọ Ọ̀jájá the second Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti ń débi tẹ́ ẹ ká dé. Níjọ́ Sunday, a rí tí àwọn ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́, àwọn ẹgbẹ́ amúgbó tó ń pera wọn ní APC, thinking that they still have the right on us. Àwọn bàbá tó yẹ kọ́ ti gbàgàmù sẹ́gbẹ́ kan. Nígbà tí mo wo màmá wa Yèyé Dára lánàá. Àwọn bàbá yẹn, ṣé àwọn bàbá yẹn ló ti máa wá, àwọn bàbá tó lè jẹ kankan tán. They think they still have the power. But wọ́n ti gbàgbé pé Ọlọ́run ti gbàgbára kúrò lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àwọn ọ̀nà Ọlọ́run gbàgbára fún àwa, but ó gbàgbára kúrò lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tẹ̀yìn ń pè ní alágbára, whether they are the Tinubus, the governors, the senators, the House of Rep, until they come back and realize that in táwa ń jà fún is what is the right thing and we must fight it to the end. So some of them might not understand, but the message is already with them. Message afẹ́ kọ́ gbọ́ pé àwa ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire, àwa ọmọ Yorùbá, àwa ọmọ adúláwọ̀, àwa tá à ní gbà. Forget about the money that they have. Wọ́n ò lè fi owó yẹn ra iyì. Wọ́n ò lè fi owó yẹn ra in tó wà nílẹ̀. They might throw all the resources that they have into this, but they cannot win the battle because the battle has been won already. Some people will say, but you are still inside Nigeria. As you know, what Nigeria, when the whole temperature rise again, the whole system will shut down completely. And those that you think are the powerful people within the society will be the first people to run out of that system. Let's play the anthem. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀-èdè wa. Orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlèrí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìkan àtòmìnira ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo wa níbi tí a ti ní àǹfààní àti máa gbọ́ wa àti máa wò wá. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìjọ kọ̀ọ̀kan, a kí gbogbo àwọn ẹgbẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan. A kí yín lọ́kùnrin, a kí yín lọ́bìnrin. A fi ti ìfẹ́, a fi ń kí yín. A fi ti ọ̀wọ̀, a fi ń kí yín. A fi kí ọlá, nítorí pé Ọlọ́run tó ní ọlá, òun ló fi àsìkò yìí sílẹ̀. Whether you are looking at it from the astrological part of things, ẹlòmíà máa ní kí ló tún sọ lẹ́nu, kí ló kan astrology pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí. Àkọọ́lẹ̀ ti wà pé in táwa ń ṣe yìí, in tí gbogbo àjọ jókòó tájọ ń gbọ́ra wa tájọ ń ṣe yìí, àkọọ́lẹ̀ yẹn ti wà ní. There is no doubt about it. Ṣé wá rà wọn tí wọ́n ṣì ń deceive ara wọn, and they are thinking that they are the PDP, the APC, wọ́n ń pera wọn ní elders. Àwọn feel pé àwọn náà ṣì máa jẹ́ Jagambek. Wọ́n ní Koiki Yorùbá yìí, ó dà pé kò tí ì dán mọ́rán dáadáa. You know, when I start speaking English, I know òyìnbó yẹn náà ti pọ̀ jù. But let me say this clearly. The people that you think are the leaders, are the elders, the power is no longer in their hands. The power has been taken away from them. And there's no doubt about that. Oh, the mix LR, Emma Binu. Let me start that quickly. Yes, we need to start the mix LR because we have a lot of our people that we want them to save money. The mix LR is a system just like a radio station. And it's not the radio station. Mix LR, we've been using that since last year. And I say thank you very much. Donate to KOIKIMEDIA. These are part of what we pay for every month, even though we've not for a very long time. But let me print the title quickly, and then we will start the Mix LR. It saves money as well. Yoruba Nation Now is what we are discussing. Now, not going back. I think they have the power. We've started the Mix LR for the benefit of those of you that might want to listen and save your money, because sometimes my broadcast could be 4 hours, 3 hours. There's nothing I can do to that. Okay, why is it not starting? Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome to the broadcast. Okay, I think it's the network. Okay, our Mix LR have also started. We are streaming. OLAYOMI KOIKI has been blocked on Facebook for another 30 days. There's no problem. On our posting, that's why they blocked us. One day will be one day. Platform nation around developer to say same thing to Facebook now. We have the knowledge. People say I should drink a lot of water. I do so all the time. And I have one full bottle with me here. And I hope you have yours as well. Moki Bobo Ijo Konkon, Moki Bobo awon Celestial, Moki Bobo awon Kerubu, Moki Bobo Pentecostal, Moki Bobo Catholic, Moki Redeem, Moki Bobo Christianity, Moki Bobo awon Musulumi, Moki wani Ijo wani bikibi ti won tin se Ijo, whether in Russia, and the Muslim to jamo Yoruba to wa ni Russia, and the one in Malaysia, and the one in Yoruba, and the one in America, and the one in UK, and the one in Turkey. We have them all over the world. Spain, Greece, Switzerland, Holland. Yoruba are all over the world. Ko sibitasi, awa ni Cuba, awa ni Brazil, awa ni Jamaica, and ni Ọlọ́run ti gbagbára kúrò lọ́wọ́ àwọn tẹ́yin pè pé wọ́n lágbára lọ́wọ́. Agbára tẹ́yin rò pé wọ́n níyẹn, Ọlọ́run lòun ní agbára. Ó ní òun lòun dá wọn. Kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tọ́lọ́run dá tí kò lè mú. So when people think that the people like the big guns, you call them the big guns, nítorí pé àwọn kó ìbọn àti security, tó bá bí àwọn dá, tó bá bí wọn dá, kó dárìn fúnra wọn. If they were truly a son and daughters of the Yorubas, and they've done the best thing for the Yoruba, since Yoruba has been shouting, not today, àwọn kan ti gbàbọ̀dì ni. But they thought they still have the power in their hands. But when we all rise up and we spoke with one word, Yoruba Nation Now, we started seeing them talking about the 1999 Constitution. Because now, the Fulani Caliphate is telling all the Yoruba politicians, oh, you don't know that they are playing games on us now. You see them talking about, constitutional review. Koda elenu jabara Tinubu yen iyawe kò mọ̀rọ̀ sọ. Ìtorí pé they are so proud. Àwọn tí rò pé àwọn nìkan tó bá tásìkò òun fúnra rẹ̀ gan ní lè sí nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá because ó máa gbóná mọ́ gbogbo wọn ni. Tí kò bá ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, a máa pèèyàn kan ní tug. Ìyẹn ìyàwó Tinubu. I'm sure you saw the video. I'll play it before the end of the show. But now they realize that the Yorubas are not the Igbo. The Yorubas are not the Middle Belt. I'm not saying the Igbos and the Middle Belt are not special being as well. Àwa là ń sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn. Tí Yorùbá bá sọ pé òun fẹ́ kankan, kódà ẹni tó fẹ́ dá dúró pé kíní tó fẹ́ yẹn kò ní gbà. And we see that all the time. That is why the Oyinbo people, the white people respect us so much in Europe, in America. Nítorí pé tá bá ní determination pé ibi iṣẹ́ ẹ ṣe àmọ́ bó ṣe ń lọ, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá kọ́kọ́ wọ London, èmi ò gbé l'Amẹ́ríkà. But you know how it is. Kò sí ẹni tó lè sọ pé nílùú òyìnbó tó bá ní ìwé tẹ́lẹ̀ pé wọ́n bí ẹ síbẹ̀, you are a foreigner. Mọ̀mísí mi dẹ̀ máa ń sọ nǹkan kan pé ẹni tí wọ́n bá bí sí UK, you will go through immigration. It's not a disease, but one thing is, Ọlọ́run fún wa ní làákàyè. Kódà ẹlòmíì, irọ́ kàǹbàkàǹbà tó gbélé síwájú home office. Nígbà tí gbogbo kíní ẹ̀ bá dán mọ́rán tán, àwa ni òun ti gba tóun fẹ́ gbà. Àwa la lọ́gbọ́n, àwa la ní ìmọ̀. Àwọn náà tí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ wọ́n Nàìjíríà, wọ́n náà ní ọgbọ́n lọ́wọ́. Ọgbọ́n yẹn ló ti ń play nísìnyí. Hey, this agitation or this secessionist, this somebody was asking me, what is the difference between secessionist and self-determination? I will explain that this afternoon as well. Because Elomi kan gbọ́ that word, kí ló tún pè ní secessionist? Why are they calling us secessionist? Why? Kí ló dé tó ṣe ń pè wá bẹ́ẹ̀? Èmi á ṣàlàyé fún yín. Because that is the only language they are trying to deceive the gullible Nigerians. Do you know that those are still thinking they are Nigerians? I was listening to my brother Mayegun. I listened to all the media presenters because I share knowledge from them as well. The last show, Mayegun she, which was yesterday, and the truth is always there. Even those that are saying they are Nigerians, look, you are only deceiving yourself because you cannot prosper in Nigeria of today. There's no doubt about it. You are only looking for opportunity to travel out and forget about Nigeria. But when you are still in Nigeria and they are deceiving you, I appreciate everyone watching us from Instagram. We are live on Instagram as well. 2 platforms on Instagram, 2 on Facebook. One of our Facebook has been down, OLAYOMI KOIKI, for 30 days. I'm not worried. And we are live on YouTube and we are live on MixLR. Emma, because but before I go into it as well, for those that are in doubt of the upcoming rally in Ekiti, there's been a lot of bulala that is happening there. We are all one. Some have said so many things, but one thing I want to say is this is what Chief Sunday Igboho said in regard to the Ekiti, and that I guess have released and reduced that tension in Ekiti State. Ekiti State is one Yoruba town as well. Well, important people across Ekiti State, just like the remaining Yoruba town. Professor Ponibe, Ibeni Babawati Jade, Professor Banji Akitoye. And we have so many of them there, and they're all working tirelessly. I have said this so many times, and I'll repeat it again. Consistency that we can say literally, we have every Yoruba state that people are working tirelessly day and night. Does not mean they are not working, and we must appreciate every one of them. So when people say that one state is better than the other because there's a particular president, no, every state is important. But when we have people that have different mindsets, but we give glory to God. And I'm going to play that audio, but I want to be careful. I'm not playing the wrong audio from different conversation between myself and my boss. I call him my boss. You know, he called me the coordinator. I'm talking about Chief Sunday Igboho. You're just going to kill yourself for nothing. Every person will have opportunity at some point. So when you hear that I have access to him and blah, 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 does not mean anything. I am just doing my own part. Chief is doing his own part. You want to play a part at anyway. So let me get that right before I start playing a different audio between myself and my boss. And I think okay, this is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, Mutiri. Now, Katomaba Etorelo. Again, Chief Sunday Igboho says there's no problem in Ekiti State and no one should be worried about the situation. Everything has been put under full control. And the rally will go ahead as planned. Sometimes people do not know we are live, so I'm going to mute my WhatsApp on the laptop. And that's why the sound is coming out. So let's hear what Chief Sunday Igboho said with the audio he released yesterday And that has dozed off all the tension that was coming out from Ekiti State. And there's nobody have to be worried about either some people are fighting each other. No, nobody's fighting each other. They are all one, and they will work together to make the rally on the 5th of August, 5th of June, a very successful one. Let's hear what Chief Sunday Igboho has to say. Let's connect the speaker properly again. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí akí gbogbo yín níbi tí ẹ ti láǹfààní àti máa gbọ́ wa tẹ̀dẹ̀ tí ń wò wá. Okay, I might have to, I know why it's not coming up properly. So I'm going to have to, because the WhatsApp works tirelessly. So what I'm going to do, I've reset the WhatsApp again, and then
the council, Cabesio, and Mamamio, and Mamma, Babamio, Urukomi Sunday, Ademo, AK Sunday Bo, Moki Capesio, Alikiti, Alado, Atibo, Batim Belabe, Patapata, Moki, brother, Moki, sister, Moki, Baba, Moki, Mamami, Mokiolu, Abai, to Alikiti, Ibayo, Ivolong. More Google, brother, I'm Binu, Lolo, or date, I change it on the 5. What to change it on the 5. June 12, on the 12th. Kama si gbogbo wa pátápátá àtẹ̀yìn náà gbogbo alájọ máa ṣe rálì yẹn ní Abẹ́òkúta. So ìdí nìyí tí mo fi sọ mọ́ Èkìtì pé kọ́ mọ̀ jẹ́ ká mú on the 12th torí pé June 12 rálì wà ó wọ́n dẹ̀ máa lárinrin gan ní Ogun State wọ́n dẹ̀ fi sí gbogbo Yorùbá pátápátá. So ìdí tí mo fi ní kọ́ change ẹ̀ nìyẹn ẹ dákun mo fọ alálẹ̀ bẹ̀yìn èmi mo change date yẹn sí on the 5 mo bẹ̀yìn ẹ dákun ẹ dáríjì mi Sunday Igboho ni mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ẹ dáríjì mi èmi mo change date yẹn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká bínú síra ẹ má jẹ́ ká bára wa jà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣera alọ́kàn kájọ délẹ̀ lérí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fọlọ́n bẹ̀ mo fọ alálẹ̀ bẹ̀yìn ẹ dákun ẹ má bínú ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ká ní fídíò ni mo ṣe ní ẹ̀rẹ̀ poli dọ̀bálẹ̀ ni mo wà mo bẹ̀yìn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ dákun èmi mo change date yẹn sí on the 5 torí pé June 12 rally wà ní Abẹ́òkúta ẹ ti gbọ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fọlọ́n bẹ̀yìn ẹ dákun ẹ bá ń dáríjì bàbá Èkìtì ẹ dáríjì ẹ jẹ́ ká dáríjì ra wa kẹ̀kẹ́ náà gbogbo wa ẹ má jẹ́ ká bára wa jà ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣera wa alọ́kàn kájọ délẹ̀ lérí ojú ọ̀dẹ̀ ní ti gbogbo wa ilé òní mú wa ọ̀dàlẹ̀ lójú tì àwọn tọ́lá ní délẹ̀ lérí lójú tì àwọn tó fẹ́ dàrin wa lójú tì ẹ dákun ẹ má jẹ́ ká ní wọ́n dàrú ẹ já ṣera alọ́kàn kọ́mọ́ pé kọ́ tán di wọn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ àwọn tọ́lá àwọn fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nìṣẹ́ náà ti ń bára wọn jà yẹn èṣù oníwàrin wa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ èṣù láàlú ó lé oríta èṣù mọ́sẹ̀mí ọmọ ìlú èṣù mọ́sọ̀mọ ẹlòmíì gan mọ́sọ̀ nìkan kánú gbogbo wa ṣe gbogbo wa lọ́rẹ̀ ara wa ní kájọ délẹ̀ lè àjọ délẹ̀ lè lágbà Ọlọ́run ojú òní tí wàá dalẹ̀ lójú tì ẹ ṣé orúkọ mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ní Sunday Igboho ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ ẹ má bínú ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
Ohun bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho òun ní adé ó pé the whole situation has now been resolved as well. So anyone that is still trying to call on that and won't tolerate that, let us move on. Baba ti sọ̀rọ̀. Ekiti State rally will hold on the 5th of August, just as we've been promoting it, and there's nothing wrong in that as well. Let's now come back to the reality. Why is it now that everyone is talking about the Constitution? I thought the Constitution was working for us. I thought we were all deceiving ourselves from 1999. That Constitution was the best for Nigerians. But when people like Professor Banji Akintoye and Ninas say that Constitution is the foundation of our problem, and it is also more reason that we will come out of Nigeria. Now everybody is running helter and skelter, talking about that same Constitution. Everybody, from the governor to every one of them, everybody is talking about Constitution. Why are they talking about this Constitution? Because there's a game plan behind it. Yeah, June 5, Ekiti State rally. Everybody. There will be rally in Lagos, but that is going to be confirmed when those committees that are working behind the scene, when they decide a date, they will tell us, and we will start talking about it as well. There shouldn't be any worry that there won't be a rally in Lagos. Let's leave that for now. Let's focus on the agenda of these nasty old men and women calling themselves Egbekegbe APC. Yeah, I already corrected myself. 5th of June, not 5th of August. Everyone is now discussing 1999 Constitution. It is too late for restructuring, not to even talk about a constitution that have deprived us for a very long time. So this is now when they know that the constitution can be debated, can be discussed. Kábíyèsí wá sọ, Ọ̀jájá II, the Ọọ̀ni of Ife. Everybody's talking about insecurity. But the problem is Nigeria will break. Not even our royal father can stop it. They might not be able to come out officially and support us. Likewise, they cannot deny us of what we want. Wọ́n lè má lè sọ pé nǹkan báyìí làwọn fẹ́, but wọ́n lè deny in táwa ọmọ Yorùbá ń sọ pé a fẹ́ àfi tí ilé bá fẹ́ gbóná mọ́ gbogbo wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ àgbọ̀n nǹkan tí Kábíyèsí sọ.
We're here talking. The organizer, the honorable speaker spoke first, welcomed all of us, followed by the Senate President. No.
Mo wà lórí show nísìn, má pè mí nísìn, mo wà lórí show nísìn, please. Sorry about that, those of you watching.
Senate President is, by virtue of counting this country, is the number 3 man in this country. The Speaker, too, the number 4 man in this country. His Eminence spoke as well. And you can see the trajectory of everything that they are saying the same thing. The gatekeepers of their nation are here, service chiefs. And if you look at this all, on the average, the age of each and every one of us here is between the bracket of 50 and about 60, the early 60s. And anybody can challenge me if I'm wrong. Our their country that has brought all of us together here, the youngest serving governor is only 46 years old. And we all know the demography of this country. The demography of this country is above 50, all the way to age of dependency is less than 30%. But between the age of 18 to under 40, we have them in numbers of more than 70%. And we're talking about security here. Who are the active participants whenever we have breakdown of law and order? It is the average age of 18 to 39. And that's the truth. Are they ghosts? Are they invisible? The answer is no. They are human beings. Even our laws, our constitution, they will say at some point, very active civil servants will live on the average of 60 years old because they know why, because they're getting tired. Maybe the judiciary extends till 70 years old, some 65. They won't say 35 or 30 years, whichever comes earlier. We all know all these laws. But every time we're talking the talk, we're talking the talk. Number 2 man, number 3 man, number 4 man, they are all saying the same thing the way His Eminence said it. And the participants
are not faceless. They are not ghosts. It is very idiotic and stupidity for us to be doing the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. We will continue to get the same result. Let's be very truthful and honest to ourselves in this country. We all know the problems. How well are we carrying along these people in that age bracket who are representing that age bracket in this hall? The answer is no. We are not engaging them at all. But whenever we want to go for political posts, appointment,
I'm going to pause it for a while. Everyone knows now that there's a problem coming. Every single person in this planet knows there's a problem coming to Nigeria, but they're waiting for the trigger button. Everyone is just waiting for that trigger button. When is that trigger button going to happen is what we don't know yet. What one trial has to play now is they are looking for the sentiment part of the Yoruba now. Where kábíyèsí náà ṣáà ti jáde ó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí. Àwọn politician yìí náà ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí 1999 constitution. Ṣe sùúrù díẹ̀ yẹn ọmọ yìí. Ìtàn bá bọ̀ nìyẹn o. Ẹ ká ṣe sùúrù díẹ̀. But let us tell every one of them, àsìkò sùúrù yẹn ó ti kúrò nínú dictionary tiwa. The time for that sùúrù is gone already. And I know there's so many people watching with different fake accounts because they know somebody like me, what I can do. They know. They know. Because I have told them that the journey from last year is going to be a completed journey. Even if it means to create one of the biggest havoc in Nigeria, it is going to happen. There's no doubt about that. So if anyone think this journey, somebody like me is joking, you must have to think otherwise. But the beauty part of it is, we have not proved anything yet to them. We have not done anything. That's what everybody has been saying. Because we've not been able to focus our direction now into Southwest alone. Because you don't come in Abuja. I don't give a toss about what is going on in Abuja. My focus now is going to be in the Southwest, where we would deal and work with how we want to move out of Nigeria. That's why they are still talking about being part of this political elite and political party. They are still thinking that it's just this talking that the Yoruba knows how to do best. But what they don't understand is what we can do to make life miserable for everyone that is living in the Southwest, thinking that they have superiority against us. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome to the broadcast. Mo wà lórí show ni mo ṣe ń disconnect yín, mo wà lórí program. Mo wà ní èmi ò ṣeré mo wà lórí program báyìí, mo wà lórí program báyìí nísìn. Mo wà live here. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome. The Yoruba politicians, the eldest ones, àwọn tó ti dàgbà, think they can still hold us into the bondage that have kept every Yoruba person into for a very long time. But we are saying to them now, it is too late. I want to start the Instagram back. That's why. What are the strategies that we were going to use? We've used our voice láti fi sọ̀rọ̀ for a very long time. That means for 1 year, we were all talking the same thing, Nigeria or that, this, that. But my point of focus now is going to be within the Southwest alone. I don't care what's going on in the North. Because our governors, our politicians have told us that they are not interested to be part of the Yoruba agenda, regardless of whatever they are saying behind the closed door. But we are sending strong message back to them again that those states that you are thinking you are in control will not be in your hands very soon. Gbogbo state tí ó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà ẹ̀yin gan ní nísinmi nínú state yẹn, whether you are House of Rep, because they gave you 1 month each from the force majeure. Àwọn bàbá lè má lè sọ tèmi sọ yìí because they are going from the diplomacy side of things. But we will make life miserable for those states that are the Yoruba states. We will make life miserable for you. The same way you are making life miserable for every single indigene in that state, we will make life miserable for you all as well. I won't tell you what we're going to do, but I am telling you in advance that life will be miserable for you all. Because you have made life miserable for us. As usual, they tried to bring the page down from the Facebook, but we're still on YouTube and the 2 Instagram page. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome. They are discussing the constitution review, knowing that the constitution is not the problem of Nigeria. The total self-determination is the problem. But if we have those that are still thinking behind the scene, that because they have a bit of power in their hand, they can make life difficult for us, we would start making life difficult for every state governor and every House of Rep and every senator that is from those southwest parts. But the agenda is they want to know what we will do. There will be a series of things that would happen before 2023. Let's see if we can switch the network. It could be the network. Crazy country. Let's see if we can switch over to some of the other network. Once again, a very good afternoon. The plan and the agenda to make life miserable for them is already in the process. They can hold on to Abuja, thinking Abuja will save them. Abuja can, because Abuja is already in crisis as well. Our royal fathers will not be able to plead on behalf of any of the politicians, because the politicians have done more damage and they continue to do so. We will not involve the diplomat part of things anymore. Life will be very difficult for every single one of us. Okay? We lost the 2 broadcasts. We will start it again, and then we will continue with the show. Once again, a very good afternoon. Good morning from wherever you're watching us from. Let's hear what this man of us say. Every single one of them are not more relevant. To them, they think they're relevant. Let's go back and hear more from what KBC was telling us.
Category. As traditional rulers, they are the most active in our system. Let us tell ourselves the truth. They are hungry and they are angry. I repeat, they are hungry and they are very angry.
KBC sọ òtítọ́ fún wọn, because they are watching us. They are all watching us. They know we are angry and they know what we can do. We've given them every reason so that they can come back home and we can work it out to the betterment of being out of Nigeria. But they want to be headlong. Interface yẹn ó ń bọ̀ láìpẹ́. Interface gangan yẹn ó ń bọ̀ díẹ̀ ló kù. Ó lè má jẹ́ àwa púpọ̀, but àwa kan are ready láti fẹ́ ṣe. You think it's everybody that wants to take the risk? It's not everybody. It will only be few of us that are determined on this particular journey of Yoruba nation. But one thing is, life will be difficult for them. Life will be difficult for them. Once again, Akibuboyinti Ejidarapo Mowa. Just giving a bit of more time to get the next connection up and running. Our politicians are playing with fire. They are doubting what we can do. Do your worst. That's what they're telling us. We can come out of Nigeria, but it is the Yoruba politician guaranteed the Fulani man. Nigeria. It is the Yoruba politician. Our politician Yoruba, àwọn ló ń fi wọ́n lọ́kàn balẹ̀ pé kò sí nǹkan táwọn ọmọ yẹn fẹ́ ṣe. They can't do anything. Wọ́n kàn pariwo lásán ni, ariwo ọjà ló ń pa. They are giving the Hausa man and the Fulani man guarantee that we cannot do anything because they don't know what we want to do. Let's go back and hear more from what KBC was saying.
They are hungry and they are very angry. All of us that are here, I'll be very happy if anybody can raise up their hand and say I can go to my area of constituents, my local governments, and I can stay there in peace for 1 week. Who can do it here? Including our gatekeepers. Who can do it here? Including the Senate President, including the Speaker. But you left the traditional rulers. You left district heads, the Baales, to continue to stay there. And you are saying all will be well in this country. We are the one.
I hope you are following what Kabiyesi is saying. Kabiyesi is telling them indirectly, that's what Kabiyesi is telling them. Because Kabiyesi knows that the politicians are not at home. The politicians are not living with us. The politicians are not part of us. And that means when the trouble starts, it will only be the king and the ballet that will be at home. Most of the politicians don't live in their district. Most of them live in Abuja, or they live in the eyebrow area in Lagos, even though it's meant to be a house of bread in Ibadan, but he's living in Lagos. And they are having doubting Thomas on us. But Kabiyesi is giving them the hint. It's not about Nigeria anymore. In Tombo, Nigeria law. Because we are all saying, either they allow us to leave Nigeria and stand as a nation of our own. If not, the chaos part that they don't want to see is going to happen. The chaos part of it. They might think it's not going to happen because some religious people, some traditional people are giving them false hope that but those that have the vision are also saying that there's trouble coming. Even Kabiyesi is testifying that there's a danger coming. And I'm going to rewind that and play that again.
35 or 30 years, whichever comes earlier. We all know all these laws. But every time we're talking the talk, we're talking the talk. Number 2 man, number 3 man, number 4 man, they are all saying the same thing, the way His Eminence said. And the participants are not faceless. They are not ghosts. It is very idiotic and stupidity for us to be doing the same thing over and over.
It's giving them clue that we can't continue to be deceiving ourselves as we are one. We can live separately. There's nothing wrong if we live separately. Why should we be Nigeria when we know that the foundation was brought on us by Great Britain in 1914 when they merged us together? So why is it difficult? Difficult. Let's go back to the way we were before 1914. But they want to do the same thing, analyze things. People like Professor Itai Sage, after 80 years, now telling me we should go back to 1963 Constitution. After the family bam, Nigeria, just like Kabiyesi is telling them, you cannot do the same thing continuously. The problem is almost getting to us. Let's hear more.
Over and over again and expect a different result. We will continue to get the same result. Let's be very truthful and honest to ourselves in this country. We all know the problems. How well are we carrying along these people in that age bracket who are representing that age bracket in this hall? The answer is no. We are not engaging them at all. But whenever we want to go for political posts, appointments, we go back to them. We know the good, we know the bad, and the ugly in their category. As traditional rulers, they are the most active in our system. Let us tell ourselves the truth. They are hungry and they are angry. I repeat, they are hungry and they are very angry. All of us that are here, I'll be very happy if anybody can raise up their hand and say, I can go to my area of constituents, my local governments, and I can stay there in peace for 1 week. Who can do it here? Including our gatekeepers. Who can do it here? Including the Senate President, including the Speaker. But you left the traditional rulers. You left district heads, the Baales, to continue to stay there. And you are saying all will be well in this country. We are the ones facing these youths. We know their problems, and we have been talking every time. You sit in beautiful offices and you all think all will be well. Let us be very truthful in this country. Look at this beautiful building. As beautiful as this building is, if the foundation is wrong, the entire building will collapse because the foundation.
Because everybody knows the real foundation of Nigeria. Everybody knows. But we are all playing lies. You know, Nigeria is a big country, 200 million. But out of that 200 million is the capital poverty of the world. Do you know that? 200 million, but we have the capital poverty of the world. Number 3, global terrorism index. How come must we associate as part of Nigeria, knowing that all this problem is the foundation? But Kabir is telling them that, look, let us go back to where we were before. Does not mean that we will not have relationship with each other, but they cannot force Nigeria on us again. That is a fact. Wọ́n lè force Nigeria lórí wa mọ́, because àwọn àkọ́tí determine, àwọn kan lè má determine, and àwọn kan lè ní determination in a halfway. But some of us are determined, and we have nothing to lose. And I'll repeat that. If you want to talk about life, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The life that some of us have lived, the generation that will be giving birth to today, if we continue to be in Nigeria, they can never enjoy it. They can't. And that is why we must face the consequence of whatever the problem is. And that problem is now focused in the southwest part of Nigeria. We are not interested in what the federal is doing, because the federal does not represent us. The federal does not even appreciate the governors. So our focus will be the southwest. Every diplomat is being talked to by the group and different organizations. Once of one is seen, whether they are the different embassy that you can think of that have their representative in Nigeria. Why some of you also have been citizen of those countries, and when you come home, that means you are also the citizen of those countries where your ambassador is a representative of Nigeria. But we are saying it clearly now that that election that every single one of them is expecting to happen in 2023 is not going to happen. We have a bit of time. People will say, let's shut it down now, let's shut it down. The shutdown has already started. And that means as long as we continue to discuss it, as long as we continue to stand on that, the shutdown is already in the process. The shutdown is already happening. And everybody knows that. All the ambassadors representing their country in Nigeria know that the country is fragile and it can break anytime. And if people think that it's just the Yorubas that are upset, we have not just the Yoruba, we have the Middle Belt. We have people across the country that are boiling day in, day out. Even the Hausa themselves are boiling. Because things are not meant to be like this. Kí ló dé táwọn kan gbé properly dáadáa? We know that the white man and the white woman want us to be Nigeria and they can use us as statistics. I'm going to play this video. When we tell you, if we don't come out of Nigeria, the famine, the hunger taking place in Chad, the problem in Mali, in Niger, is still coming back to Nigeria. And it has been happening. This video that I'm about to play now has been going on for the last 8 years. It was about 8 years ago. Let's watch that video right now. Very slow, but we get there. 8 years ago,
millions of people in the Sahel are facing severe food shortages because of drought. The Sahel is a dry strip of land south of the Sahara Desert that stretches across 12 countries. Several of them have declared food emergencies, including Mauritania, Niger, Mali, Chad, and Burkina Faso. It is the third drought to hit the region in less than 10 years. More than 10 million people were affected by the last drought in 2010, mostly in Niger and Chad. Laura Kyle is live for us in northern Burkina Faso. Laura.
We're here at the heart of the Sahel crisis. The heat under the midday sun is stifling. People here very badly affected by the drought. 80% of this country relies on agriculture, and so the rains. We've been traveling throughout the region this week, and we've found farmers who are unable to cope with this year's lean season and who feel completely abandoned by the outside world. It's hunger season in the Sahel. Drought and a poor harvest means this year is leaner than most. Nearly half of Mamadou's 24 cows and most of his 50 goats have starved to death. And now hunger is stalking the people. The grain stores ran out in February, forcing Mamadou's family to eat the seeds they should be planting to harvest in September. But even that wasn't enough for his sister-in-law and her baby, who have already died.
Our sheep are dying, our goats and our cows are dying, even we are dying here. I've thought of leaving to find work in the city or abroad, but if I do that, there will be no one left to take care of my family.
It's not that Burkina Faso lacks food, it's just that it's only available to those who can afford it. A sack of grain costs twice as much as it did a year ago. For most subsistence farmers in the Sahel, their only hope is handouts. This small Red Cross convoy, a lifeline for thousands of hungry people.
I'm going to pause it. Shari, gbogbo problem tí ó ń wọ Nigeria láti Niger, láti Chad, is because they have issues in this country. And the only country that is tolerating them is the Fulani government, giving them hope to come down. And where are they coming? They're coming down to the south. So if we do not end Nigeria now, more of that danger that there will be more flood of coming from those areas. Because those areas is already deprived of so many things. But our government, our Fulani government is now telling them, come to Nigeria where there's hope. Come to Nigeria where we will give you opportunity. Come to Nigeria where life will be better for you. But those lives, you will have to take away another life for you to live on their land. So when we are saying that we need to get out of Nigeria, there are so many reasons. It's not just the problem we are facing in Nigeria. It's because the neighboring country rely on Nigeria, not knowing that our own resources is what they want to rely on. So what is happening? If anyone is not going to allow you to stay on their land, kill them, take them away, take them out. And this has been going on. That video I just played to you was 8 years ago. It's not a current video. Are you following the situation in Mali? Some of us does not even understand the danger you are calling Nigeria. By the time tí àwọn èèyàn bá pọ̀ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń wọlé tó ń bímọ rẹpẹtẹ, ìgbà mélòó ló fi ń bímọ? Ọmọ mélòó làwa ń bí? Tẹ́lẹ̀ làwọn bàbá tiwa máa ń bímọ tó pọ̀. But this time around, kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ bímọ tó pọ̀ mọ́. But these people will override us and they will become the majority at some point. It might be another 30, 40 years. It doesn't matter. So our own government is supporting them as against us, the real indigenous people of the land. We are the indigenous people, but we are the one paying the price. I'm talking about we, the Yorubas. Ṣé ẹni tí kò rí màálù sìn ní Niger, Ìbò ló ń bọ̀? Ọ̀dọ̀ wa ló ń bọ̀ now. Remember we played a video before, I think last year, during some of our broadcasts. I don't know if I can find that video. When they were saying that there was more lucrative business bringing their cow to sell inside Nigeria as a... Who is going to buy it in Mali? Àwọn olólówó tó fẹ́ rà. Ṣèbẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń ṣe pàtí, tẹ́ ń jẹ pọ̀mọ́, tẹ́ ń jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀. Ní búkà, tá máa ṣe pàtí tó máa lárinrin, tá máa ra màálù rẹpẹtẹ, tá máa fẹ́ ṣọdún, tá máa pa màálù. Ǹjẹ́ àwa tẹ̀ mọ́ bí sọ́ọ̀sì ibi tí màálù yẹn ti ń bọ̀? And you are saying that they should not come to our Nigeria system. We are in a big mess. So the government is now giving leeway to the people where they have got famine.